two teams rose to the top, and it's all down to the last 8 minutes here, Keith. Who's going to get the trophy?
Here's Rook inbounding, and she gets it into Jessica Forrest for Blue Ridge. Forrest holding on to it. Now she passes it off to Rook. Rook with it. Now she feeds it to Raymer. Raymer. Now she passes it off to Giles. Giles holding on to it. Now back out front it goes to Raymer. To Harvey, I should say. Now a shot put up here by Blue Ridge. It's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Nancy Markham for the Leroy Panthers. Leroy could tie it up here with the bucket.
Well, I don't know if the girls have a tournament record for most rebounds in a championship game, but I think Markham's on track to break it.
Mossingham passes it off to Megan Ambrose. Ambrose for the Leroy Panthers. Now she'll throw it on. Now it's tipped, but Leroy able to save it. Shot put up there. It's no good. And the rebound tipped around. Loose ball on the floor. Markham's got it. Now another jump ball called. And there are points towards Leroy again this time. So the Leroy basketball right under their own basket. Inbounding it will be Mallory Bossingham.
It would be interesting if Leroy could tie this game or take the lead, how Blue Ridge would react.
Now Bossingham looking, and she tries to get it into Markham. Taken away, though, there is Blue Ridge. Here come the Knights quickly. That's Raymer with it. She got the steal and takes it down the court. Now to Rook. Rook holding on to it. Now she passes it off to Raymer. Raymer throws up a shot. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Markham for Leroy. Here come the Lady Panthers. Bringing it up the court is Megan Ambrose. Ambrose gets it across the timeline. 6:45 to go here in the fourth. Ambrose dribbles in a little bit, puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebound tipped around, and coming down with it is Coates. Now in the corner it goes, and they pass it off underneath, and a loose ball. And Blue Ridge had it for a moment. Then Mossingham got it. She stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and that'll get it back to Blue Ridge.
Megan Ambrose made a bad pass there, Keith. That's her only turnover this game, and it was an ill-advised pass.
With the basketball, the Blue Ridge Knights, as they get it in to Kara Giles. Giles to Jessica Forrest. Forrest now to Raymer. Raymer holding on to it. Raymer dribbling with it. And now a foul called on Megan Ambrose. Somebody's out on her. That's 3 on Ambrose.
Well, she's proficient at coming in from the blind side with her quickness. You better not turn your back on her when you're dribbling.
Are you going to leave her in there now? 6 minutes to go.
Oh, absolutely. You can't. No sense in taking her out now. She's got 2 more fouls before she's disqualified. Let her play. 6:14 to go is not very long.
Inbounding it will be Jessica Forrest for Blue Ridge. Forrest looking. And now the officials conferring over at the scorer's table. See what they're discussing here. 32-30 the score.
I think they maybe forgot to change the possession arrow on Leroy's last inbounds play, Keith.
Yeah, Leroy got the last jump ball.
Right.
Well, it should be.
They still had the arrow. In fact, I think they got 2 in a row anyway.
Well,
quarter
Blue Ridge
change.
started with it. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, it did seem like it, though, for a moment there.
Uh-oh. Megan must be bleeding. They're taking her off to the side, Megan Ambrose.
Yeah, she comes out, and Alexander comes in. A couple of subs will come in here. Jennifer Forrest will come in, and Laura Zimmerman back in for Blue Ridge.
Yeah, they're taping up Megan Ambrose's right knee right now, so she'll just be out a little bit.
And going out is Rook and also Giles going out. Giles played well in there during the second half. Here's Forrest. Jennifer with it for the Knights. 6:11 to go. Jennifer passes it up to Jessica. Jessica pulling it back out a little bit. Now she'll eye that 3. It's up and no good. And the rebound in the hands of Mallory Bossingham for the Leroy Panthers. Here comes Leroy the other way. In the corner goes to Coates. Now we'll throw it away. A little too hard there for Leroy. And that will turn it over to Blue Ridge. Still 32-30. 5:51 to go here in this fourth quarter. Neither team has scored in this fourth. Here's Blue Ridge's attempt for a 3. It's up, it's good on men for Jody Raymer. And that makes it 35-30. That's what the Knights needed. Here's Leroy. They'll try to answer with a 2. It's no good. Rebound to Markham. She puts it up. It's no good. And picking it up there is Forrest. That's Jessica Forrest, and she falls to the floor and was fouled there by Leroy.
What an interesting game, Keith, that Mallory Bossingham has not scored yet for Leroy, nor has Jessica Forrest scored for the Blue Ridge Knights. Who would have guessed it?
This is one of the better girls games that I've seen this year.
Oh, this is an outstanding game. They're really playing some great defense out here.
Coming back in, Heather Alexander for Leroy. And also Ambrose came back in, got her knee taped up there. With the basketball, the Blue Ridge Knights had Jennifer Forrest with it for Blue Ridge. Forrest passes it off to Jessica Forrest. Forrest holding on to it now to Laura Zimmerman. Zimmerman now to Jennifer Forrest. Forrest, and she passes it off. Shot is up by Harvey, and it doesn't go, but she was fouled on the play there by Leroy.
Nancy Markham came over and knocked her down, and she was trying to make a little bunny. She didn't make this basket, but she'll be shooting 2 free throws, and she knocks one of these 2 down. Blue Ridge is gradually establishing the lead back with 5:15 to go.
35-30. Shot is up, and it's no good there for Harvey. She'll get one more shot at it. Big crowd on hand here tonight at the Shirk Center.
Leroy really needs to score on this next possession, Keith, to get the scoring started in the fourth
Free throw
quarter.
no good. Rebound put back up by Blue Ridge. It's no good. Put back up once again. It's good there by Danielle Harvey. And that makes it 37-30. Here comes Leroy. Megan Ambrose with it. We'll see if they can answer. Alexander for 3. It's no good. And the rebound is to Blue Ridge. Here come the Knights. That's Jessica Forrest with it. Forrest stops, pops. Her shot is up. It's no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds.
23, Jessica Forrest over the back on the rebound. Her second foul. Blue Ridge's 4th, I believe.
Blue Ridge foul number 23.
And it'll be Leroy basketball.
Team's 3rd.
Bossingham will inbound. She gets it into Ambrose. Ambrose will bring it up the court for the Panthers. Ambrose holding on to it. Now she cross-courts it over to Bossingham for 3. It's up. It's good. Oh, net. Mallory Bossingham. And that makes it 37-33. Blue Ridge still on top. 4:33 to go here in the fourth quarter.
And Mallory was due, Keith. I think she was about 0 for 6, so she finally knocked one down.
Here's Jennifer Forrest with the basketball for Blue Ridge. Forrest passes it off now. Shot is up, and it's good. Therefore, who got that?
Zimmerman.
Check off. And that makes it 39-33. Here's Leroy's Ambrose with the basketball. She passes it off to Bossingham. Bossingham back to Ambrose it goes. Ambrose holding on to it. Now she
Bad pass.
underneath, a little too hard, and right into the hands of Blue Ridge. And here's Jennifer Forrest with it for the Knights. As we go the other way, now just about stolen. Forrest able to get it back though. Tough defense there by Ambrose. Forrest drives in the paint, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound put back up, it's good. And Laura Zimmerman, how many's that for her now?
18 points for Laura. She's got these last 2 baskets to go on with the 14 she had at halftime to give her 18 points.
Here's a timeout by Leroy. This will be a 1-minute timeout, so we'll be right back after this.
Boy, if Ambrose...
Back here at the Shirk Center after that timeout. Leroy with the basketball. What do you think the Panther coach is telling the squad?
He's got to work it around and get a good high percentage shot here. They're running a double stack down along the lane right now.
Here's Ambrose. Her shot is up. It's no good. Rebound comes to Markham. Her shot is up, and it is no good. And Blue Ridge comes down with it. That's Jennifer Forrest with the basketball for the Blue Ridge Knights.
Leroy has to get a turnover here with Blue Ridge up by 8 points. Another basket with 3 minutes to go would probably bury the Knights.
Jennifer Forrest 4-3, no good. Here's Jessica though. She gets the rebound and she'll pull it back out. She's hounded there by Megan Ambrose. Ambrose gives it over to Laura Zimmerman. Now to Jessica Forrest. Forrest dribbling with it. And she passes it off to Raymer. Raymer with it. Now to Jennifer Forrest for Blue Ridge. Forrest now out front to Zimmerman. Now she passes it to Jessica Forrest. Blue Ridge has got an extra clock here, it looks like.
Well, there's no hurry. They've got the 8-point lead with 2:40 to go. They don't need to force anything. A nice layup would work for them.
With the basketball is Blue Ridge. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound on the floor. Shot there by Jennifer Forrest didn't fall. And it went out of bounds, and they called a foul on Blue Ridge.
Looks to me like they got Danielle Harvey for her fourth.
Harvey has
You're right, it was.
team score.
That's the fourth team foul on Blue Ridge. Only 4 fouls this whole half.
How about it? But look at this, Keith. We got 2:30 to go, and Leroy has to score on this possession, I would say, to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Bossingham with the basketball. Now she passes it off to Alexander. Alexander dribbles in, puts up the shot. Doesn't fall, but she was fouled on the shot by Blue Ridge. So that's a break for the Panthers.
Yeah, Jody Rammer hacked her good, 22. And so we got Heather Alexander hadn't scored a point all night, so the Leroy faithful would love to see her knock down 2 free throws here.
Heather is 5'4" junior for Leroy. Megan Ambrose, the only senior that sees a lot of playing time for Leroy. Free throw is up and good for Alexander. Might be the only senior on the squad.
I think she is.
Yes, she is, yep.
But she's a valuable senior. Her point guard abilities and defense are outstanding.
Second free throw attempt is up, and it is no good. Rebound comes down to Jessica Forrest for Blue Ridge. She's triple teamed. Able to break away from it, though. She comes quickly the other way. Now she'll stop and pull it out. 2:14 to go, 41-34 to score. Blue Ridge on top. Knights with the basketball. That's Jennifer Forrest with it. Jennifer dribbles in, puts up the shot. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Zimmerman. She passes it off. Now up front it comes to Jennifer Forrest. Forrest dribbling with it. She stops and she feeds it underneath. Shot is up and it's good for Danielle Harvey. And that makes it 43-34. Nice ball movement there by the Knights.
Yeah, nice give and go.
Here's Markham at the other end. Her shot is up. It's good for Leroy. And immediately a timeout taken by the Leroy coach. Our score now 43-36.
Timeout.
We'll take a break too, and we'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout. Back here at the Shirk Center, timeout taken there by the Leroy Panthers. 43-36 to score. Blue Ridge on top. We've got 1 minute, 42 seconds to go before the champion is decided of this year's girls version of the McLean County Tournament. Don't forget, coming up after this, we'll have the boys championship matchup between Lexington and Tri-Valley. Ought to be a good one.
Oh, it certainly will, but this one's been a great one. And Blue Ridge has just scored as many points in the fourth quarter as they did the entire second and third quarter of the ball game, Keith. So they stepped it up here when the game's on the line.
Here's the Knights with the basketball. Jennifer Forrest with it as she brings it up the court. Forrest puts it across the timeline. Now she'll pull it back out. And now, is that a foul called there on Leroy?
Yeah, they got
Number 11, Megan Ambrose.
Megan Ambrose for her fourth foul, and I couldn't see anything from our vantage point, but Mr. Kemp sees all, knows all.
It'll be Blue Ridge basketball. At the free throw line will be Jennifer Forrest for the Knights. That was the 17th foul on Leroy.
Right.
Free throw is up, and it is good. Got the friendly roll. How's the Forrest girls doing scoring-wise tonight?
Well, that Jennifer had 6 in the first quarter and hadn't scored till this bucket for 7, and Jessica has yet to score.
There's another one for Jennifer, and that makes it 45-36. Blue Ridge on top. Here's Leroy with 1:26 to go. Stop and pop shot, partially blocked. Now taken away there by Zimmerman. Now a foul called on Nancy Markham. So it marks the other way. That's going to put Laura Zimmerman at the free throw line for the Blue Ridge Knights.
Keith, did you say in the pregame show that Laura Zimmerman scored 19 points in each of the first 2 games of this? She needs 1 free throw here to score 19 again, the trifecta.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, she's got a 1-and-1. She's on 18 points right now.
Laura Zimmerman getting set for her free throw. I bet she'll eclipse her 19 tonight. Free throw is up, and it's good on net. She'll get one more shot at it. Laura Zimmerman. 5'10" junior. She'll be back next year. Free throw is up. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Blue Ridge. Jump ball call. And the points towards Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge fans not happy with that call, but
now 1:19 to go in the ball game with a 10-point lead. Blue Ridge is pretty much in control right here.
At least they have the basketball. In it comes. Out front to Zimmerman. Zimmerman, and the Knights might run some clock here. Jennifer Forrest with it. Forrest dribbling with it. Looking. She's double teamed there. Now she passes it off to Jessica Forrest. Jessica with the basketball. And now she feeds it to Zimmerman. Down to a minute to play here. Now to Jennifer Forrest. Back to Jessica Forrest. Jessica puts up the shot. It's good.
Jessica made the scoreboard.
That makes it 48-36, 51 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Blue Ridge on top. This for the year 2001 McLean County Tournament Championship. Here's Bossingham. She puts it underneath the marking, and she is fouled on the play there by Blue Ridge.
Danielle Harvey for the Blue Ridge Knights just fouled out. She'll get a nice round of applause from the Blue Ridge fans. Danielle finished the night with 3 baskets for 6 points on the game.
16 foul there on Blue Ridge. It'll be Leroy basketball under their own basket. As they get set to inbound it, Mallory Bossingham will toss it in. She gets it in to Megan Ambrose. Ambrose throws it in the corner. Shot up, and it's good there by Abby Dean. And that makes it 48-38. 10-point lead for the Blue Ridge Knights. 30 seconds to play. Here comes Jessica Forrest with the basketball. Forrest, and now to Jennifer Forrest. Forrest, she'll pull it back out. Passes it off to her sister Jessica. Back to Jennifer. Jennifer, now she throws it in the corner underneath. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound put back up. It's no good, but a foul called on the play. There on Leroy. That was Ashley Baxter who came into the game during that break, and she'll be at the free throw line.
Ashley caught that pass, and she was so wide open. She knew they weren't supposed to shoot it, but she couldn't resist. She got fouled on the game, and that's a 4th foul on number 23, Nancy Markin. I'm kind of surprised both coaches don't have their subs at the scorers table here to let all the starters on both squads get a nice round of applause from this large crowd.
Free throw no good, and Baxter will get one more. 12 seconds on the clock. 12 seconds, that's still 48-38. Free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebound tipped around. Blue Ridge comes down with it, and jump ball call. And the 0 points towards Leroy, so the Panthers have a chance to get one more shot off here in the final moments.
10.6 seconds to go, and you can tell the way Megan Ambrose is carrying her shoulders. She knows there isn't any hope, and her high school county tournament career is
Here's
over.
Ambrose at the last second. It's no good. Goes out of bounds. So it'll be Blue Ridge basketball with 3 seconds on the clock. Knights will probably just inbounded here and let it run out. And in it comes to Jessica Forrest. And that's going to do it. Listen to the crowd as Blue Ridge wins the year 2001 McLean County Tournament, defeating Leroy 48-38. We'll be back with the postgame show right after these messages. Okay, how many we got left? Okay, and then we'll send it back to you for about 5 minutes probably. To play a little music, do the weather, and that kind of stuff. Be ready for it. Is the Blue Ridge coach going to come up?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bigger trophy case
The Blue Ridge coach is supposed to come up here, so we might be able to catch him up here. Back here at the Shirk Center. Right now the trophy presentation taking place here as Blue Ridge wins the girls' championship. And they defeat Leroy. Looks like the Gridley High School principal handing out the trophy. Leroy will get the second place trophy and Blue Ridge the
Congratulations for the second.
Our postgame show tonight for our coverage of McLean County Tournament is brought to you by the Pioneer Hybrid Sales Representatives of McLean County. And here come a couple of Leroy players out on the floor to pick up the second place trophy. A good effort there, Richard, by the Leroy Panthers.
Yeah, it was an outstanding game, and they hit a little small dead spot there when it was 32-30. They got within 2 points of the Blue Ridge Knights and had about 3 consecutive turnovers and missed shots. And boy, Blue Ridge just came out in the fourth quarter then and put the pressure on and took the lead and put the game away.
And now Blue Ridge accepting the trophy. Looks like some of the seniors out there to pick it up for the Knights. Baxter and Ruck.
It's nice to see the traveling trophy for the girls. The champ, that's one of the great parts of this McLean County tournament tradition. You win the county tournament, you get the traveling trophy, and the girls' trophies back in Blue Ridge's hands. As maybe it never left there. I'm sure they've had it.
I don't think I don't know who would have beat them. Tri-Valley, I believe, has the boys' trophy right now. We'll take a break, and we'll have more from our post-game right after this from our Pioneer sales representatives. Oh, no. We'll break, and then we'll break one more time and play the other one.
Gary, you want to do Gary now or wait?
Yeah, we can do it. See here.
He's right here.
Oh, there he is. You see stand back there.
It's too bad Megan Ambrose can't score. Leroy'd be awesome.
And back here at the Shirk Center, we're joined by Leroy boys coach Gary Tipsord. And first, Gary, before we talk about your game last night, Leroy girls put out a nice effort this evening.
Leroy's girls have some very nice athletes that they put on the floor, and they've got a group of girls that work awfully hard, and they're still awfully young. Ambrose girls, the only senior in that group, and I think you'll see those Blue Ridge girls and Leroy girls go at each other for another year.
Yeah, both of these teams got a lot of young players on them. Is this the second year that Leroy's had the girls team on their own?
Yeah, this is the second year of having a varsity program. They had a JV program prior to that, so this is the third year for Leroy girls.
Pretty happy with that over there, the folks?
I think so. I think it's been good for the school. I think it's definitely been good for girls' athletics at Leroy. And, this group of girls has done a very nice job of keeping people excited about the opportunity to play basketball in the girls' program at Leroy, and hopefully that'll continue.
Sounds like you guys had a pretty good game last night with Blue Ridge. You won 42-40 there, close contest.
Yeah, that's the second time that we played Blue Ridge this year, and we get to play them again next week. But I was really happy with our defensive effort the entire game. I have a lot of respect for what Terry Lucas has done in Hayworth and the kind of defense that Hayworth basketball has played over the last 10, 12 years. And I thought Blue Ridge did an awfully good job of scoring against that defense. And we had some concerns, but we were able to hold them to 40 points. And that was the difference. The difference was our defense.
How'd you like playing at Lexington for the consolation championship versus down here?
I wasn't sure I'd like it very much. The opportunity to play at Shirk Center and play on the big floor is a lot of fun. But being able to play at 8 o'clock at night in a prime time slot as opposed to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's a heck of a lot more fun to play after dark.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, Gary, I want to know while we got you here, what your predictions are and thoughts on the championship game tonight.
I tell you what, both these teams are very well coached. I think Jake Krause has done a heck of a job at Lexington this year. And I said coming into the tournament that I really felt like Lexington was the best team in this tournament simply because they returned the most experience of any of us. But Tom Hall is a tremendous basketball coach and has done a great job with the team that he has this year. His boy Troy is a heck of a player. He's a good scorer. But there's a nice team around them. And I think that's what's made them so successful this year is the fact that they have 6, 7, 8 kids that play, and every kid understands his role, understands what he's supposed to do. They're very disciplined, and they just don't make mistakes. And if Lexington's going to beat them tonight, Lexington's going to have to go out and win it. Tri-Valley will in no way, shape, or form give them the game.
Right. I think the last 2 games in this tournament for Lexington, they started each game at about half speed at best, and I think they have the impression they can turn it on and off whenever they need to, and it almost cost them a victory last night.
Well, I think that's a dangerous habit to get into because in high school boys basketball, teams are getting better and better, and there's so much more parity between boys now than what there ever was before. And if you don't come out to play and you don't come out to play hard, somebody's going to get you. I don't think it's ever going to be easy, and I think if you take a look at what happened in the area last night, UI hasn't had a typical UI season for them, and they go out and knock off Prairie Central last night.
Yeah, that was I knew though, we all knew, we could sense at the holiday tournament that UI was about to arrive this year. And you know, they played better and got to the championship game against Rock Falls, and I kind of had the feeling that Very Central went up to Rock Falls 10 days ago and just got creamed.
Past this year's McLean County tournament. Once again, the Blue Ridge Knights, Lady Knights, hold off the Leroy Lady Panthers to win the county championship this year, 48-38. Richard, have a look at those individual numbers.
Well, first for the second place Leroy Panthers, they were led in scoring by Abby Dean. She knocked down 14 points tonight to lead the way for them, followed by Nancy Markham with 11 points, and they were the two girls that knocked down a lot of the points for the Leroy team. Liz Coates came off the bench and scored 7, followed by Valerie Bossingham, shot quite a few shots tonight and finally got the big 3 to make it bring Leroy within 2 points there in the fourth quarter, and that was her only basket. Megan Ambrose had 1 basket right off early in the game, and Heather Alexander hit a free throw for 1 point in the fourth quarter for 38 points. For the defending and repeating McLean County champions of the year 2001, Blue Ridge Knights, they were led in scoring tonight, and she did the trifecta, Keith. Laura Zimmerman has scored 19 points in every game in this tournament this year. That's unbelievable when you think about it. And she was just on fire to start the game. Had 12 points in the first quarter, got 1 bucket in the second quarter, none in the third, and then came back in the fourth quarter with 5 points to finish with her 19. Jody Raymer knocked in 3 3-pointers and 1 2-point basket for 11 points. Jennifer Forrest had 8 points. Danielle Harvey had a nice second half before she fouled out to get 6 points. And then Kara Giles and Jessica Forrest each scored 2 points. I think you lost me there, Keith. You hit the wrong button. To run down the Blue Ridge scoring real quick again. Zimmerman had 19, Raymer 11, Jessica Forrest 8, Danielle Harvey 6, and Jessica Forrest and Kara Giles each had 2 points for 48 points. So it's an outstanding effort again by Blue Ridge, and I really enjoyed doing this game. I think the girls' skills are probably improving each year a little bit faster than the boys, which is to be expected.
Coach, the winning coach, Mark Bowers, has his team 2 years in a row now, the McLean County Tournament Championship. Got to be happy with that, Coach.
Yeah, it was a very exciting ball game. I thought both teams played real hard. Leroy got down early, and they fought back. I think it was 32-30 in the third.
Yeah, it was.
So,
yeah, they were right in it there for a while, and then you guys kind of opened it up there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we switched offenses. We went to a pick and roll, and I thought Jennifer and Danielle did an excellent job running the pick and roll.
Looking at your scoring here just a little bit, you're led again tonight by Laura Zimmerman, 19 points. She had 19 points in all 3 games from this tournament.
Yeah, she, ever since Christmas finals, she's really stepped up her game. She's just playing with a lot of confidence right now. For a center, she's very versatile. She can shoot the 3, or she can drive on you, or she can post up on you. So it's kind of, she's carried us for a couple weeks now. But she's just been real consistent.
That's what, and you can't ask for anything more than that. Kind of picked up the slack with the Force girls not scoring as much.
Yeah, Force girls are studyaholics. I think that's to say the least. And during finals, you could tell they were real tired last week. And Jennifer played she really played a nice game today. They had Abby Dean guarding Jessica Forrest. Abby's one of the best defenders in the conference, and you got to take what a defense gives you, and they weren't giving it to Jessica tonight, so we took something else.
You've probably been running into that quite a bit this year. They put the best defenders on the 2 Force girls.
Yeah, it's happened a lot. So it's nice enough that we're deep enough, and we can come off the bench and still have players come on and contribute.
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more from Blue Ridge girls coach Mark Bowers as his team has just won the McLean County Tournament Championship. We'll be right back after this from our pregame sponsor. The Shirk Center, Richard, what have you got for Coach?
Well, Coach, I'd just like to know, are your girls feeling any pressure with their state ranking?
You know, it's funny you ask. I think that's probably contributed to our poor play over the last couple weeks, we have just an immense amount of pressure. It just seems like it just came on all of a sudden. And Wednesday was very evident when we played Flanagan. We were real tight, didn't want to shoot the ball, just kind of real flat. So Thursday and Friday in practice, we kind of went back to the fundamentals, had fun, just did a lot of shooting, a lot of repetitive shooting drills, and I mean, we know everything about Leroy, they know everything about us, so there's no sense preparing. We just had to get our game together. Thank you, thank you.
That was Blue Ridge coach Mark Flowers as his team wins the girls version of the Plain County tournament, and they defeat the Leroy Panthers 48. Right now, the two boys